He sent me the message late at night, casual and short, as if it meant nothing. I'm in Paris. I'll be back in 2 weeks. I stared at the screen longer than I should have. Paris was never mentioned before, and neither was any sudden trip. Still, I replied calmly, have fun with your friend. From the outside, our relationship looked stable. We had been together for 5 years, shared an apartment, shared routines, shared plans for the future. But lately, something had changed. His laughter felt distant, his touch distracted. His eyes always searching for something beyond me. The word friend bothered me more than Paris. He had many friends, yet he never traveled alone with any of them before. I tried to ignore the uneasy feeling in my chest, telling myself I was overthinking. Trust, after all, was supposed to be the foundation of love. The first few days after he left were quiet. Too quiet. No good morning texts, no random calls. No photos of the city like he used to send on past trips. When I asked how Paris was, his replies were brief and delayed. I kept myself busy with work, friends, and small routines. But at night, questions crept in. Why Paris now? Why 2 weeks? Why did his voice sound different when we spoke on the phone? One evening, while scrolling through social media, I saw a photo that made my heart drop. A mutual acquaintance had tagged him in a picture, near the Eiffel Tower. He wasn't alone. A woman stood beside him, her hand resting comfortably on his arm. I didn't confront him right away. Instead, I watched. More photos appeared over the next few days. Cafes, museums, sunsets. Always the same woman. Always too close to be just a friend. When I finally called him, my voice was steady, even surprised me. I asked him directly who she was. There was a pause on the line, long enough to tell me everything before he spoke. He said her name casually, explained they had reconnected, claimed it wasn't what it looked like. He accused me of being insecure, of reading too much into things. I listened quietly, no longer angry, just clear. That night, I realized something important. I wasn't hurt because he was in Paris with someone else. I was hurt because he thought I was foolish enough to accept a lie dressed as truth. Over the next week, I slowly detached. I packed away things that reminded me of him. I cancelled plans we had made for the future. I imagined my life without him, and for the first time, it didn't scare me. When he finally returned, tan and smiling, he acted as if nothing had happened. He hugged me, kissed my forehead, and talked about Paris like it was a dream. I listened politely, already emotionally miles away. That evening, I told him I knew everything. Not just about her, but about the lies, the distance, the disrespect. His smile faded. He tried to explain, to justify, to blame timing and confusion. I didn't argue. I didn't cry. I simply told him I deserved honesty, even if it hurt. And since he couldn't give me that, I was done. He was shocked by my calm. He expected drama, tears, forgiveness. Instead, he found resolve. I asked him to pack his things and leave. After he walked out, the apartment felt empty but peaceful. The silence no longer felt heavy. It felt like relief. Days turned into weeks, and slowly, I found myself again. I laughed more freely. I slept better. I trusted my instincts without guilt. One evening, I booked a trip for myself. Not to Paris, but somewhere new, somewhere mine. As I packed my bags, I smiled at the memory of that text. He had said, I'm in Paris, I'll be back in 2 weeks. He did come back, but I had already moved on. And that was the best journey I ever took.